Today we're going to talk about A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline Wrinkle, chapters 1 and 2. This is a Newbery Medal winning book, and I really like this book, so I hope that you really like this book too. So the first chapter is called Mrs. Watson, and what is the first sentence? And have you heard this sentence anywhere else, even before you read this book? And who is the main character of this book? And what is she right now? And where is she right now? And why is she so scared? So, anyway, also, at school she's having problems, Meg, right? What kinds of problems is Meg having at school? And also, who is everybody teasing Meg about at school? And is Charles really a dumb baby brother? And also, why is she going down? And Charles has the ability to do what? There are two things. And when she goes to the kitchen, who is in the kitchen waiting for her? And were you surprised about it? And also, what is the town gossiping about? What's the town? Where is Meg's father? And what was Charles doing while he waited for Meg in the kitchen? And now who joins them? And do you think that Charles is much more grown up than a normal young child? Not even starting first grade next year. And also, what friends did Charles make? And yeah, what friends did Charles make that they were talking about? And also, who stole Mrs. Buncombe's sheets? Okay, and now the person who stole Mrs. Buncombe's sheets is coming, and who is that? And how can you describe her? And why do you think that she has so many clothes? And how does Meg and Mrs. Murray react to Mrs. Watson barging in? And also, Mrs. Watson, do you think that Mrs. Watson is weird or strange, or do you think that she's really cool? But anyway, Mrs. Watson says something about a tesseract, and Mrs. Murray becomes pale. Why? And now in chapter 2 it's called Mrs. Who. And so what is a tesseract, and do you believe that it can make people travel through time and space? And how was school for Meg, and why is she considered dumb? And do you agree with Mr. Jenkins or do you disagree with Mr. Jenkins? And Charles Wallace and Meg, where are they going? And who do they meet on their walk? Okay, and now we meet Calvin, right? And how can you describe Calvin and how old and what's his age? And also, what kinds of what he says that he gets sort of like he sort of gets sort of like what about a compulsion? And do you think that's realistic, or if that's not realistic? And have you ever had a compulsion? And if you have you listened to it? And if you didn't, then also I wanted to tell you, I wanted to ask you, if you did have a compulsion, then would you listen to it? For people who have never had compulsions, I myself, I guess, I mean like this, I don't have them. And and the place they're heading, how can you describe the haunted house, or at least the supposed to be haunted house? And what new character do they meet there? And how does she speak? And do you like the way she speaks, or do you don't like the way she speaks? And I actually admire her for this, but anyway. So also, inside the so Mrs. Who and Mrs. Mustard. So now there's friends and all that. So all of them. How do you think of them? And do you think that they're even from this world? They're really strange. And what do you predict is gonna come up next? And I also wanted to tell you a story about how the Wrinkle of Time came to be. I just wanted to share this interesting story with you. But before I start, I have to ask you a question. Have you ever been inspired by a long drive to write a book? Well, this Madeline Liangle was. And so she was on a long desert drive, and she thought of 3 names. Like, it just popped into her brain: Mrs. Who, Mrs. Watson, and the next character, which I won't spoil it for you, but is one of the best characters in the book. But anyway, and then everything came together just like that, and now she's got an award-winning book. So. And I also wanted to ask you, what was your favorite parts in this in chapters 1 and 2, and how do you think of the book so far? Do you think it deserves a Newbery Medal winner, or do you have to think about it and say, I'm gonna wait a little more? Because right now it's only the beginning. There's not a lot of action. It's just getting to meet characters and sort of, like that. But once it goes on, awesome. The story begins to go very now they're going somewhere. It's an adventure. You'll love it. I personally love this. I hope that you do too, and have a great day.